and welcome to Anmarees Workshop. Today is a Friday sew, and what's going on around the workshop. Today's forum topic is, what is your favorite fabric store, online or brick and mortar? I'm going to take advantage of two. I'm going to talk about online. Now, online, for just pure joy of it, like you don't have anything in mind. You just turn on there to see what they put on sale or what comes in. And for me, it has to be Fabric Mart. Now, the reason it's Fabric Mart is because they ship fairly quickly. They ship to my shipping company in Florida, and I get it pretty soon, and I've never been disappointed. I love the multiple views that they give of fabric. They give a measured view by tape measure, so you can see a repeat. Then my favorite view is when they fling it over one of those circular tables, and then I can really see what the fabric looks like, what the motifs, the repeats are. And I always love the challenge of a Fabric Mart fabric. Brick and mortar. My favorite fabric store is my local fabric store, which is Ping's here in Jamaica. They do not have the breadth of fabric that you find like at a Joann's, but I don't have access to that. But I'm telling you, I have found the most remarkable things at this Ping's fabric store in Mandeville. There's another one in Montego Bay. I'm sure there might be one in Kingston as well. But some of the best fabrics I've ever worked with, I have found in there. They're $250 a yard, which relates to about $1.67 or fabric section. It's amazing what they decide to get rid of, and I just really enjoy the challenge. So while I love melanated fabrics, that's my go-to, because things are not cheap there, but everything is fabulous. So I'm going to have to say brick and mortar, Ping's, online, Fabric Mart. Now, I've been sewing on my merry way this week. I'm trying to do what's on my planning list first before I ever start doing some other things, because my problem is I start sewing, I start watching a little TV, talking to a few friends, and I start enjoying things, or I get an idea and I start cutting things out. And so I've cut a few things out this week that are not on my plans list. They have to go to next month. So until I finish my list, they're gonna be put on the back burner. I'm trying to show some backbone, some sewing backbone. All right, one of the things that is on my list that I started this week, I do not have the buttons for them yet, is my He Made 2022 in support of male patterns. This is the pattern. Isn't that cute? My goddaughter's son is just the age for this shirt. And so I made it in dinosaur, which glow in the dark. I just need to find some cute little buttons for it. And more dinosaur, navy, triceratops. I guess the other one was a triceratops. No, it's a brachiosaurus. I don't know why I know that. It must be from having a boy who was in love with Animal Planet and the Museum of Natural History. So that's one thing off of my planning list. Next thing that I finished fulfills a challenge that just came up, which was it jumpsuits? Hold on, let me check what it was. Yeah, Jumpsuit June. Well, you know, I keep on complaining about the fact that I have 18 million jumpsuit patterns and no jumpsuits. I actually worked on one this week, and my cousin walked in, saw it hanging up, and said, "Oh, you made something for Sarah," my youngest daughter. And I was like, maybe, depends upon if she sees it or not. Anyway, it is Vogue 9116. I made view A right here because I really liked how high it came up in the back, because I'm an apple-shaped woman, and so I've got some curves on my back that are not necessarily always flattering, but I don't like the deep cut because there's no way to disguise it. And also I have a larger bust, so I need support, so I need a bra. So I really like how high this comes up. So I made it in this fabric I found at that same Ping Fabrics. It's this black and white ITY knit. So let me see, let me finagle this around. All right, so it crisscrosses in the front, and it has this lovely black and white floral print, substantial weight. I will model it, I will wear it in my makes video at the end of the month. Now this next make is in my category of things that I already cut out, movies, telephone, snacks. And so I finally got around to making it. I pulled it out of my buckets that I keep my packaged things that I cut out. I really enjoy it because it's almost like Christmas. And my last make of this week, you'll see what I mean. It's such a surprise when you find something that you visualize, cut out, put all the pieces together, put it in a Ziploc bag, and then it could be years before you get to it or you pull it out. I enjoy that. All right, this is McCall's 7786. I was feeling these pants because I'm living that resort life and it's summertime. I had already made the Ogden cami with this print. Oh, do I have it? Yeah. The Ogden cami with this print. I'd already made it, and I had cut out the pants, but I didn't remember. Anyway, so the pants came out like fire. They're wonderful, and I will model it in my makes video. But my cousin Peaches came in and said, "Oh, you made some pants for Sarah." These look like Sarah pants, so I don't know if maybe I'll get to wear it a couple times before she comes home to Jamaica. So I might be able to wear it a couple times, but I have a feeling if she sees this ruffle thing, this might be gone too, but that's why I sew. Now, a little history on this next make that I worked on this week, on why you have to not blame yourself if you cut something out and don't get around to it, or circumstances change or whatever. I cut out this pattern, I think 6 years ago. My daughter's best friend was in serious, call it negotiations to be married in India. And I thought that we were going to have to get on the plane and fly. And I had ordered several sari fabrics to be prepared, of which Sabrina said, "No, you buy your stuff here in India when you arrive." But that wedding didn't come off. And then when she met her lovely Aman and got married last year, we were still in COVID restrictions. We could not fly to India. India did not care for us to visit. And so it didn't come off the way, but she had a spectacular wedding over how many days, beautiful colors. And I don't feel comfortable sharing her wedding pictures, but stunning. And she's already a beautiful girl. So anyway, this skirt I cut out in one of the sari fabrics that I had bought, anticipating going there because you need days of clothes. There's receptions and there's different wedding procedures and ceremonies. So this is Vogue 8858. And I made this view C because I'm crazy. All right. And it said, there I am. There's my rectangle. So I thought, I'm going to do it. And I think I must have torn this out of a Vogue magazine that I had. But I moved. It's going to be this week. It's going to be 3 years I've been in Jamaica. And I packed up my whole life and moved it here. And I had a whole sewing room at my last house. It was the sweetest little room. Anyway, so bear with me. I had shortened the top of the skirt, but this is how it came out. That is the front. This is the back with the sheer overlay. And so it's an interpretation. It is softer. It is softer than what I had anticipated. It was a softer skirt, whereas if I had done it in the taffeta, it would have been crisper and stood out more and been more architectural. But I do love all the aspects to it. All right, so we have to talk about these 9 giant circles of ruffle with a baby hem on them. Okay, I don't know whose idea it was to make this skirt, but it was one of the things left inside of my giant bucket I have of items that I cut out that were no longer have any relevance to this life, but I want to finish them and empty that bucket and move it out of my sewing room. And I ended up, excuse me, allergies, with this delightful skirt, which requires some kind of shirt. I have nothing that works with this. I kind of want to make one of those Gap collared dress shirts in one of these colors here, the navy or the blue. I think that would be beautiful. I'll have to look around and see if I can find fabric to do that. One thing I did do on this skirt is I did hack it. Alter it. I did make the yoke. The yoke should have been like further down here, about here. And I cut that off because I don't have that much body. My body is considerably shorter. I'm all legs. I'm all legs people. Another thing I worked on this week is I started on that 8th item in my 9 makes goal, or what I'm trying to work on, and that was the quilt Nigerian women. So I had already made the background, but now I cut out the appliques to make my women, who are the center stage of that quilt. So I have it pieced and set on this web, this this web to give it more oomph and background. So I feel good. I moved a little bit along on this project, because remember I told you the last quilt, the last thing on my 9 Makes challenge, that's going to be something else, but I will keep you posted. And my Friday night sew is a sew-along. I'm going to try and film the sew-along, start tonight and maybe finish, well, maybe not finish, we'll see, on Saturday. And that is Simplicity 9476. I have wanted to do this party dress. I told you last time, if you make it, the party will come. And my neighbor is working on an entertainment space. And if she says there's going to be a party, I'm going to be ready. All right, so I am doing that in fuchsia. And so I'm going to take all of those pieces out and start working on them this evening. This is the underlining. And, oh, sorry about the crinkle guy. And this is the lace. So I'm really looking forward to making this dress. I think it's going to be fun. I'm a little concerned if the lace, because the lace crinkles. It's a crinkle lace. But I think it'll work out. So let's see. Those are the things I worked on this week. There's a whole bunch of things I want to cut out and get involved with. Want to sew that, be in that Sew Fruity challenge and everything. But I can't play with new toys until I finish the ones I set in my plan. It's been so rewarding to follow that. I'm really going through and working through my stash, as well as working through projects that really engage me. I'm really interested. I hope things are going great for you this Friday. I love this interchange. I love reading and subscribing to you, to these other fellow sewers, and find out what they're into. And I enjoy this exchange. All right, happy Friday. Keep making.